Getting a US visa in 2025 is harder than ever. For people from some Asian countries, it's almost impossible. Even a short trip or student visa can feel like climbing a mountain. In this video, we'll take a close look at the 7 Asian countries that could be completely blocked from US visas in 2025 and explain why this is happening. We'll cover the reasons behind the bans, the impact on ordinary people, students, workers, and families, and what these countries would need to do to change their situation. Stick with us, because this could affect millions of lives and careers. Number 7, Indonesia. Indonesia, one of Southeast Asia's largest nations, is in a difficult situation in 2025. The US is considering stricter visa rules, and 2 major issues stand out: visa overstays and closer ties with China. Visa overstays: thousands of Indonesians have stayed in the US beyond their visa expiration. Each overstay makes it harder for other Indonesians to get visas. The US government sees this as a serious threat to immigration control. In the past, countries that had high overstay rates faced sanctions or stricter rules. Growing ties with China, Indonesia has strengthened trade and defense links with Beijing. While this may benefit Indonesia economically, it makes Washington nervous. The US is concerned about rising Chinese influence in Southeast Asia. As a result, visas for Indonesians could become harder to get, even for workers, students, or tourists. Impact. Imagine a student who just got accepted to a university in New York. Suddenly, their visa is delayed or denied. Or a worker trying to join a US company faces months of waiting. Tourism may also shrink, as Indonesians struggle to get approval for short visits. Possible solution: Indonesia could avoid restrictions by enforcing immigration rules more strictly and balancing its international relationships. Without real changes, 2025 may be the year the US says no to Indonesian travelers. Number 6, China. China's relationship with the US has been tense for years, but in 2025, tensions have reached a new level. The main concern is espionage. The US has accused China of cyber spying and stealing intellectual property. Even ordinary students and workers are now under extra scrutiny. Political issues make matters worse. China's actions in the South China Sea and support for Russia raise further concerns. Impact. Visa approvals are nearly frozen in some categories. Families are separated. Exchange programs, research collaborations, and tourism could all collapse. Companies that rely on sending Chinese employees to the US may face big losses. Possible solution: without meaningful diplomatic changes or security assurances, China may soon be added to the list of countries whose citizens cannot enter the US. Number 5, Myanmar. Myanmar's political instability has serious consequences. The country has ongoing human rights abuses, and the government often refuses to take back citizens deported from the US. Impact: students may lose scholarships, workers could lose employment opportunities, and families may be unable to reunite. Visa restrictions may extend to all categories. Possible solution: only democratic reforms and better international cooperation could prevent a complete ban. If Myanmar continues its current path, America could close the doors entirely. At number 4, we have Bangladesh. Bangladesh is at risk of losing United States visa access due to widespread fraud and poor deportation compliance. Fake documents, false employment claims, and a slow government response have really damaged trust. The impact is significant. Students, workers, and families might face cancelled admissions, frozen paperwork, or even blocked visas. Tourism could also drop quite a bit. Now, a possible solution is that Bangladesh needs to improve application screening and strengthen cooperation with United States authorities to avoid a total ban. At number 3, Afghanistan is facing an almost certain visa blackout in 2025. The return of Taliban rule has, reversed years of democratic progress. Security concerns, extremist ideologies, and unreliable government records make visa approval extremely difficult. The impact is really harsh. Families are separated, students and professionals face cancelled interviews, and refugees remain trapped. Honestly, only regime change or international supervision could reopen access to US visas for Afghan citizens. Coming in at number 2, Iran has had a tense relationship with the US for decades. In 2025, the country could face a full visa ban. Nuclear tensions, along with fears of espionage or terrorism, put ordinary Iranians under heavy scrutiny. The impact? Student visas are delayed or blocked, business visas are delayed or blocked, family visas are delayed or blocked, and tourism is nearly impossible. Without major reforms or breakthroughs in diplomacy, Iran may be cut off completely from U.S. visas. And at number 1, Pakistan faces the highest risk of a total U.S. visa ban. Terrorism concerns, overstay violations, and fraudulent applications have really put it on Washington's radar. Low deportation compliance and inconsistent cooperation on counterterrorism just add further tension. The impact is pretty serious. Students, workers, and families are at risk, and opportunities in IT, healthcare, and engineering could disappear. Tourism and cultural exchanges may collapse. The possible solution? Pakistan must strengthen immigration monitoring, combat extremism, and cooperate with U.S. authorities. Otherwise, closed doors to America are, well, likely. So, these 7 countries are facing unprecedented visa restrictions in 2025. Ordinary people, students, workers, and families are paying the price for political, security, and immigration issues. Which country do you think will break ties with the U.S. first? Comment below. I'll read your thoughts. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.